Oh wow, I didn't even see the countdown
Yeah.
in the loading screen in the middle of my typing.
Well,
Let
snooze
me
you
slump
lose.
into the vortex that is StarCraft, as there's a Death Star on the picture on my screen.
It does remind me of the Death Star.
Like, do you have the same picture? Like, is that just the
Yeah, yeah,
Metalopolis
yeah. That's
picture
the
you're seeing?
Metalopolis picture, and it looks like in the east or the western position we've got Bogie, the green Zerg from Trinity, spawning, and in the southern position we've got the red Zerg from CSU, MiX.
I have the strangest feeling that Zerg is gonna win this matchup.
Actually, I think Zerg
But,
might lose this matchup, in my opinion. So we differ there.
well, I'm pretty sure you're wrong. Zerg's definitely gonna win. And there's no way that Zerg can lose this. He has to win it. And it looks like we have a little Overlord indecision there by Mix, trying to pull, like... If you ever played a ZVZ against a computer and you move that Overlord across, the computer instantly tries to move their Overlord away. Like, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
It looks like Mix was going for it, but he decided
And
just to go ahead.
yeah,
It's not worth the effort.
Overlord slide on past, say hey, what's up, and keep on going. Bit of an extractor trick going down from Bogie, and nothing happening over in Mix's camp. Another Overlord pops out.
I'm assuming that because of this close air positions, we're going to see a little bit more of a macro game out of the two of them. Or at least, you know, a hatch first kind of all in. But no, we do have this gas going down here. That may trigger Mix to drop his gas or pull as well. Yeah, there's the pull for it. Possibly going for a bit of a pull expand.
Yep.
I can only assume Bogey's going for some speed.
Yeah, 14
Yeah, there's
gas,
the pull
14
now.
pool. Looks about standard.
That, the reason I'm assuming he's not going Roach is because this gas guy's going to be way early. Roaches don't take a ton of gas to get going, so
Yeah.
you can typically delay that a little bit.
In my
And we
experience, I
got the gas guys going
mean,
down now.
Zerg vs. Zerg kind of devolves into either a Speedling, Baneling kind of miss at the front, or a Roach mass with some Infestors thrown in.
Yeah, it's definitely more of a predictable matchup. Though a lot of players have been favoring that Muta play now. I've I don't know. It's a strange style. On bigger maps, I just can't handle it quite as well. On the smaller maps, Muta styles are a lot easier to handle.
Yeah, with that
But we
close
got
air
it.
distance there, the Mutas could be quite potent in this matchup. And the Roach Warren going
That is
down for
true.
Mix. Mix able to completely scout since there's no queen in Bogey's base right now. He's going to see everything that's happening, knows that the Speedlings are coming, and looks for the Roaches.
Yeah, and Bogey has not spotted the Roach Warren yet, but I don't know. This is definitely gonna be interesting. Mix is actually skipping Zergling speed here and positioning his queen so that Banelings can't just waltz into the drone line quite
So,
so
yeah,
easily.
we've got some initial Zerglings going down. Yeah, the Queen is going to be there for the defense. In the Zerg vs. Zerg, easy scouting with those Overlords since Zerg has very little air, anti-air, early on.
I wonder if we're gonna see a cancel on Bogey's Baneling Nest after he scouts this Roach Warren, especially with 3 Roaches already on the field.
3 Roaches on the
Oh, he
field,
gets 1 kill.
and
He
the
gets
Baneling
multiple
Nest
drone
still
kills there.
building. I don't know what's going to
He's
happen.
gonna
It
go
looks
ahead.
like, yeah.
He may end up all inning from here. No, I say that and he drops a hatch. So
Well,
he's definitely gonna go for a Baneling expand, and he's gonna use those Speedlings as map control. Because
and
whenever you go Roach, if your opponent has Speedlings on the field, he can just sort of slide into your base the second you move out. It gets quite difficult to actually get in
yeah.
that position where you can push out across the field.
And
with
it looks
Roaches.
Mix is throwing down the Baneling Nest now to hopefully deal with some of these Speedlings. Maybe keep a few of those.
He may be waiting for a timing where he's gonna get like a couple Banelings here to keep in his base specifically for that run by. And he's gonna push
And
out with this mass amount of Roaches.
we've
And
got
Roach gonna be the one all in here. Let's hope Bogey doesn't drone too hard.
we've got a Roach Warren going down from Bogie, and yeah, so far it looks like Mix is going all Roaches from this point. Throwing down some Lings
Oh,
now
this
for those Banelings, and I think he might hit a Baneling Roach timing here.
this could be a very ferocious push because you have Bogey wanting to tech. He's wanting to go ahead and get that +1 attack and speed on the way. and then go ahead and start his roaches later. That way, even though he does have less roaches, he's got the econ advantage with his extra base, as well as that tech advantage, all given to him from the security of these Zerglings on the field with speed. But the Banelings...
The Banelings are going to come as a shock.
These roaches very well.
And looks like Bogey's just now going to get an Overlord in there to maybe... Yeah, it looks like he's going to be able to scout Banelings. He knows they're coming. And 2 spines go down right away. Here comes the deadly push from MiX. I don't know if Bogey's going to be able to withstand this.
3rd spine.
3rd spine. We've got 3 roaches on the way.
The only saving grace here from Bogie is that MiX does not have speed, so we can't just back this army up with a bunch of speedlings that just make it to your base at the same time. So.
And it looks like those spines are not going to be finished when these roaches come in, just barely. And able to get his Zerglings out there to hold them off. And oh, the Banelings wipe out all of the Zerglings, and that's gonna... I don't know if this... Yep, the drones are coming out. At least the ones of the natural.
If he can hold off long enough
for his +1.
Too far behind. I mean, they're still pretty even in the worker count at the moment.
And yeah, this is a complete all-in.
He needs to sacrifice this hatch, fall back to the ramp.
He's got more Zerglings coming in, 18 on the way, but I just don't know if it's going to be enough.
There we go. He's sacking the hatch. He's trying to save his units, trying to go into crisis management. I think it's a little bit too late. I feel like he should have just sacked the hatch in the first place to drop the spines in his main. And got Queen getting target fired.
Snipes out the Queen.
However,
MiX is all in on this one.
A second gas. If you look at his money, he's got insane amounts of money. He's trying to transition out now. Feels like he's done the damage he needs to do.
He's definitely done damage, and Bogey's still hanging in there. He may have to, and there's the Zerglings. And it might be enough to repel. I'm not sure. They're trying to get the surround. Having difficulty.
He's got some lings down here just sort of chilling.
And
eating some lunch.
Still.
And we have a ninja drone with these Zerglings. And well, no, he didn't take out the hatch.
And here come the drones. The drones are going in for the attack and
oh, no.
Pulling back.
Position.
Oh, it's terrible.
He may have to sack the main to stay in this game, or he may have to GG out. A great timing push there by MiX.
And there's the GG from Bogie, and that is the game. CSU takes this one. And CSU takes the match.
It was a great way to work around the Roach immobility issue, having those Banelings to go ahead and secure any Zergling run-bys. And it just sort of let that map control lure Bogie into a false sense of security there. But
well,